Hello in Malta, talking about two really quite strange things. These panels are paintings, original paintings on top of prints. So I've got to be careful how I describe these. The prints are by Cremona, Emvin Cremona, Manuel Vincent Vincenzo, and the prints behind this applied paint are black and white. They have lots of lines on, they're very liney, and behind all of the paint you can see there are places where the print's still visible. For example, all over here it's visible, on the bastions it's visible. On the galleon, you can see the print, and all these places you can see the print. So what's happened is in 1950, say, or 1955 or 60, this company Decorart in Ta'Qali decided they wanted to mass produce some trinkets for the tourists, and they got this Cremona person to make some prints. So we, earlier in the year, had some lino cuts, this big, black and white, and I bought them in England, and I recognised the style because it was like a original Cremona with the signature, which we sold last year, so the year before, 2023. So I bought these two prints and I brought them back to Malta, and they were identified as Emvin Cremona's lino cuts, but they were unsigned because he did not want to be associated with the touristic stuff, because he was trying to build a name and a reputation. So if you look at the Emvin Cremona signatures on the best ones, we've sold two or three big originals with the right signature. His signature is a swish, angled. Often it is Cremona with two numerals from the date. So it might be Cremona 74, for example, and there'll be the original one-off watercolour or oil painting. When he was doing adverts, he did a Cremona downwards, like a Chinese sentence, and they were his signatures for his adverts or his commercial works, calendars. Advertising. True Fruit is the one everyone knows about in Malta. If you look at the True Fruit advert with the bottle of orange squash with all the beautiful oranges, you'll notice the signature is a top to bottom signature. But if you look at all the Cremonas everyone hunts down, they have this other swish, slanted, signed, dated signature. But he did this commercial work as well. And the lino cuts, which we sold earlier this year, were not signed, but they were obviously by him. You could tell, I could tell, and luckily they were checked out and it was by him. And then this year I saw in England these for sale, and in Malta obviously, but I could tell again it was based on a print. And this is a scaled down version of the prints we sold earlier in the year. They have copied the lino cuts. The lino cuts themselves, of course, are prints as well, sort of. And what they've done is they've taken a print, they've scaled it down, they've stuck the paper to the boards. This company has, Decorart, using the unsigned Cremona design. And once they stuck the print down, just a black and white, they've got somebody, probably not Cremona, almost certainly not Cremona, but it could be, in a workshop. They will have hundreds of these in a pile, just a piece of wood, and they will have highlighted it by hand with a paint. An oil paint, probably not, because it takes too long to dry. It's going to be a water-based paint, acrylic paint, whatever, something like that. And all of these bits of highlighting are original, hand done, on top of the print, which is back on the board and sealed over. So it's got a lovely texture. Okay, so we've got Senglia, Angelo, East Valletta, some beautiful Maltese boats. It's a nice thing, but I have been ridiculed so far by the people I've shown it to in Malta because of the Ta'Qali Association. but it is a Cremona. It is after Cremona, I should say. This is Tenglia Ricasoli Angelo with a galleon, and these are rowing galleons, and they're powered by slaves, and they have the cross of the Maltese Order, and they are heading out to do something out at sea. Very nice clouds. We found other pieces of Decorart stuff. We put it on the website, and it shows other scenes that they made. So if you want to own something by Cremona, you have to spend an absolute fortune. If you want to buy something designed by Cremona, these are quite a good option. They're not liked in Malta at the moment, as I said. I've been ridiculed by everyone in the trade I've shown them to. But I personally think they're great things, and because they're inexpensive, they have a huge amount of space for uplift in price. And rather like the Elengalias, which I'll rephrase that. The Elengalias 50 years ago were throwaway things, really. They all of a sudden become really sought after. These are going to be the same in 20 years' time. Though there will have been a lot made, there's not a lot around. They will have gone with the tourists all over the place, mainly to England, of course they would have, but though there would have been a lot of them, there's not a lot on the market, and decoratively they might not be in fashion now, but I think that they're a nice thing. Okay, thank you very much.